So we had a few technical difficulties. We're just going to record this and post it for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I am Dr. Nicole Laird with Hayes County Physical Therapy and Wellness. And we have Medea Taylor with Phoenix Bodywork and Phoenix Oils. I'll let her tell a little more about herself. Anything else to add?
Well, let's see. Massage and essential oils. That's kind of who I am. So, and of course, wellness through natural solutions.
So last week we started a short little series where we're just going to pop on once a week or so and talk about mindfulness, wellness, physical well-being, emotional well-being, and just really trying to help you have that overall wellness. That's really what we like to focus on in both of our practices. Me as a physical therapist, I help women navigate the world of being a woman. So all the pelvic pain, leaking, pregnancy, postpartum phases. And so this fits really nicely into my practice. And obviously it's perfect for Medea's practice as well. And so we just wanted to come together and go over different aspects. So this week we're talking more about mindfulness and how you can remain grounded in times of anxiety and stress and be mindful and really learn how to, or I guess relearn maybe how to navigate navigate these new stressful times, especially with all that's been going on in the last several weeks. And as we move into new phases every week, we're looking down the nose of potentially starting some gentle reopening, gradual reopening, I suppose. And so that may or may not be bringing up some feelings of anxiety for a lot of people. And so we just want to talk this week a little bit more about mindfulness and how to stay mindful and peaceful. So mindfulness to me is taking each moment as it comes, and then also checking in with yourself and seeing, okay, where are certain emotions and where are certain feelings coming from? And how can I adjust those personally to be able to continue to serve my patient and client population, my family, my friends, and then even taking care of myself, because we've all heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So we have to fill our cup up first. And so we have to be aware of what's going on for us. And so what I've been doing in the last several weeks or so is, first of all, I like to use several different apps because it's just, it keeps things new and fresh, I guess, and gives me a different perspective on mindfulness. So there's a couple different ones out there. The Calm app is one that a lot of people are using. There's a, I'm blanking on the name of it right now, but it's another mindfulness app that is, it's got like meditations and like sleep meditations. You can also do some movement meditations, just ways to reconnect with your body and reconnect with your mind. So I like to use those because it starts me off on a nice path, because when we're going a million miles a minute, which I feel like my brain has been doing a lot of that lately, trying to balance everything going on, having something to check in on and really check in on myself personally. So one of the things I also like to do is just a body scan, body check-in, and that's what some of these apps you'll find will have. Oh, there's another one I've been using recently. If anybody's got a Peloton tread or bike or cycle, they have a app that also has some mindfulness meditation components to it as well. And so you can do, they've got a really nice sleep, 2 weeks sleep, 2 weeks to better sleep, I think is what it's called on that app. And I think they're doing a free 90-day trial of the app for anybody who signs up now as well. So might be something to look into if you don't have a Peloton, because they've got a lot of good exercise routines as well. Anyway, not an affiliated plug. I just like it. But a nice way throughout your day to just bring yourself back and center yourself again is, just sitting down, take a couple big deep breaths. And we talked a little bit about our breathing. I think we talked a little about breathing last week, where really trying to fill up the trunk and get a third of the breath in the chest, a third of the breath in the rib cage, and a third of the breath in the abdomen to really expand through the entire trunk, and really take advantage of that full breath, but taking a couple really nice, long, deep, slow breaths And I like to do this with my eyes closed, and I encourage my clients to do it with their eyes closed because it decreases distractions. Um, and then just checking in with each body part. So taking a couple deep breaths and seeing, okay, where are my feet in space? Are they on the ground? Are they planted? Are they crossed? And just checking in. You don't have to, without judgment, without making major changes, but just, okay, what is going on? And that's really, to me, what mindfulness is all about, is just, where are we presently? Am I feeling angry? Am I feeling mad? Where is my body in space? And then starting to trace that back. Okay, what is it that is making me feel angry? What is it that making me feel mad? And is it truly as big of a deal as I'm making it? Or is it all these other things happening in my life that are leading to these feelings and sensations? So again, backing to just kind of checking in with your body, you can start from the head down, feet up, start from the center out, kind of pick what feels good, feels right for you. And then, just doing that throughout the day. And especially when you feel really amped up, or really anxious, taking a couple deep breaths and going, okay, where is this really coming from? And reconnecting with yourself again. And I think that's for me, that's the biggest thing that I see coming from my clients, is that we're all in this really heightened state. We're on this crazy roller coaster. We got these really high highs where we're like, yeah, all right, game on, let's do this. And then we really low lows where it's like, I can't today. I can't with anyone. I can't do anything. And so finding that balance in between, or just recognizing where you're at, and it's okay to be in that really down place. It's all right. As long as you don't stay there, as long as you recognize what's going on and start to go, okay, where is this really coming from? And I think, reaching out to friends and family too. If you can identify what's going on, then you can take the next step to help improve. So that's kind of where I'm coming from as far as a physical therapy standpoint, the physical mindfulness, well-being. And I know that Medea's got some really awesome tips and tricks, and also some really great oils to help us stay grounded. And because that sense of smell is so strong when it comes to reconnecting with our body. So love to hear more about it.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. That was awesome. And I really, for me, mindfulness is really about truly being present in the moment, and also being fully connected to your body in the present moment. All the sensations, the smells, the sights, the feels, everything. And it's actually really funny that we chose this topic this week, because I just started reading a book that was recommended by another friend called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I don't know if you've read it or not.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I was listening to it yesterday, and she specifically was talking about mindfulness in the chapter I was listening to. And I'm like, I love it when the universe brings it all in my lap and says, here you go. So for me, mindfulness it's something I've always practiced when giving or receiving a massage. Because when I'm giving a massage, I am there and completely present with you and completely in tune with your body and what we need to do to make it feel better. When I'm receiving, it reminds me to get back into mine. I don't know if you guys have ever had a massage and you've gone, oh, I didn't even know I was tender there. When someone touched you. In any specific place, but I hear that a lot and I feel that a lot. So with massage being kind of off the table, at least for a few more weeks, I think part of what I've been struggling with is not having that space in my day where I am, practicing mindfulness. And so I listened to a great podcast from doTERRA this morning, and they were just kind of talking about that. And I want to go back to Glennon Doyle and Untamed, because what she said about how she practiced mindfulness at first, and she didn't really, I don't think, understand what she was practicing, but she was trying to make a decision and connect with herself more deeply to make the right decision for her. She literally sat in her closet with the door closed for 10 minutes. And after a while of doing this, she was able to connect with that small, still voice inside of you, whatever that is for you. And so I thought that was just beautiful, the way she did it. because it's simple. I can lock myself in a closet for 10 minutes. And if you guys are working at home with kids, when do you ever get some time, you know? And if it has to be 5 minutes, you know, there's no perfect way to do this. And I always want to stress that you do what you can do when you can do it. Some oils that really help with mindfulness, and what's beautiful about the oils is that if you use them in your mindfulness practice, when you're sitting quietly connecting with yourself, you can take them with you out into the real world to help you reconnect to that mindfulness state. So the first oil is patchouli. I do not have patchouli. Unfortunately, my partner cannot tolerate the smell of patchouli, but I love patchouli. It's very earthy, it's very grounding, it's very steadying. And what you can do with it, and I'm just going to mimic here, is just put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, breathe in deeply, release slowly, and then anything that's extra, apply it to the bottom of your feet so that you have that extra connection with the earth and you can feel more rooted and grounded in the earth. doTERRA also makes a really beautiful yoga kit with oils, and it's just 3 oils, and it's just, I just love their packaging. I mean, they really do a nice job with this. So I'm just going to run through these really super quick. So the first one is align, and you could use this in place of patchouli if you have a partner who has an aversion to it also. So you would use it the same way, you know, it's steadying, it's grounding, it's going to give you that same effect. It is a blend. If you have questions about what's in the blend, please text me, email me, whatever, and I'll get that information for you. So yeah, just like patchouli, breathe it in, rub some on the bottom of your feet, get to a steady and grounding place. And then the next one is anchor. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Anchor is the grounding one. I had these backwards in here. And align is to connect with your heart. I should have known that. Sorry. Anyway, so the align is used to connect with your heart because you want to align your heart with your head and with your body, and also going forward with your actions in the day. And then arise is just one, you just put a drop on the top of your head. And the purposes of this is to just remind us that we're connected to something greater than ourselves. And that can be whatever it means to you, whether it's humanity, whether it's the earth, whether it's God, or whatever you choose to call it, the universe, whatever. So yeah, those are some oils that can help support your mindfulness practice. And if you'd like samples of anything except patchouli, I don't keep it, just let me know, and I would be happy to give those to you. Or if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you.
Awesome. Yeah, so thank you. So like I said earlier, we are looking at doing this about once a week or so, and just to kind of help us all get through this new phase in life. And as we continue to move forward, it's always great to check in with ourselves and really start setting up these habits for a lifetime to continue to keep ourselves healthy and well long term for ourselves and our families and our friends. So if there's anything that you really want more information on, then please send us a message. I'll include our information in comments and on the video. And we'd love to hear from you. So we look forward to seeing you next week. We've been putting these out usually on Fridays or Mondays, kind of depending on what our schedule looks like, but we'll keep you updated, and we look forward to talking to you all very soon.
Awesome.